That's right. That's right. That's right. It's your girl Kia D holding it down for We Talk Radio Network. We are live tonight, June the 5th. Happy birthday to all the incredible Geminis. We've got our extraordinary panel that is here with us today. Big shout out to the team. What's up? We got CP here right now. What's up, CP?
Hey, what's up? What's up,
I still can't hear
everybody?
CP. Something happened to her mic. And maybe CP, if you want to drop down and then drop back in,
Okay,
maybe we can do it that way.
okay.
Cool. But anyways, welcome back to everyone here who is up. Boom. So I knew it was coming. They are blowing me up today. That's right. So let's try this. Let me bring a couple people in. I got your girl May T in the building. May T, can you hear us? Uh-oh, May T, I can't hear you. I'm sure that's my May T, can you hear us? Nope, can't hear nothing at all, May T. That's all right. Don't worry about it. But we listen, the entire panel is trying to get on. This is a test run. We're trying to test this thing out. And for whatever reason, it is not working right today. So, but we are definitely excited to be back live on We Talk Radio Network with the kinks and all. We don't even care. We're just glad to be live. Glad to be among the land of the living with the voice and all that stuff. I got May T here with me. I'm going to try and see if I can get CP back. May T, you there? All right, CP, we got you.
Can you hear me?
Still cannot hear CP. Let's try it again. CP, do we have you?
Can you hear me?
Now I got you. What's up, CP?
Oh, what's up, everybody? What's up?
Got May T on the line?
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, it is going to be a crazy kind of day. Métis, you're kind of you won't be able to see some of the stuff that I'll be playing on my end, but I think for the most part you've seen it. You will definitely be able to hear it. Again, to everybody who's tuned in around the globe, I want to thank you for being here and being part of We Talk Radio Network. Again, this is the incredible show that we've just created. It's late night conversations with Kia and the incredible team, conversations and coffee. So we're doing conversations, we're doing coffee. I think Métis has a cigar. CP, what do you have tonight? You got a cigar, you got coffee, you don't smoke.
I have a Diet Coke.
The Diet Coke, we'll take it. We'll take it. Métis, you got your cigar?
I do.
I love it. I love it. CP, can you hear Métis?
I can.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So listen.
CP has trunk strength.
Well, he certainly doesn't look like he has a Diet Coke.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Good.
Listen. I gotta say this really quickly. Since you already spoke up Trump, let's kind of stay there. How about it, right? Tonight we're going to be talking about a couple topics. One of those topics is Trump. If you're tired of politics, so are we. But we're finna talk about this. We're going to talk about black jobs. We're going to talk about the Nebraska farmers who are pretty ticked off that nobody's showing up to do these black jobs like they thought that somebody was actually coming down there to do those jobs. We're going to talk about Biden's cancer. We're going to talk about Elon's firing that had a question mark at the end of it. Elon's firing and fit as well. We're also going to talk about the Epstein files. It's a lot happening in the past 24 hours. It's been a lot. And the Diddy trial. We're going to try and squeeze all of that into this specific show. Let's start out. Again, I want to thank Métis and CP for being here with me today. I am Kia D, holding it down for late night coffee and conversations right here on We Talk Radio Network. You guys can check us out every single day at wetalkradio.com. We love our network. We've been in existence for 15 years, celebrating 15 years this year. So we truly, truly appreciate the love from around the globe. Real talk. Okay, so let's start out right here. Let's talk about Trump. There's been a lot happening over the past couple of hours with Trump. CP, Métis, I'm going to allow y'all to come in and just kind of talk about some of the things that y'all have heard, because it's been a lot over the past couple of hours that you've heard about this specifically. I want to start right here, okay? There was an incident that happened today. And Elon Musk tweeted I quote, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would have control of the House, and Dems would control the House. The Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate, Musk said. He tweeted that earlier. And then a couple minutes later, he went back in because he just wasn't done yet. And he said, such ingratitude. And then Trump fires back. And Trump said on his own social media site, which is Truth Social, he said the easiest way to save money would be to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. He said that on X. Musk later replied, go ahead, make my day. Elon later implied, he sent another tweet later on in the day, this happened today, implying, he said, basically, that your boy Trump was in the Epstein files. And then Trump said Elon was wearing thin. And we're going to talk about that wearing thin piece. We're going to talk about that. He said, Trump said, I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. And he just went crazy. We got to talk about this. This is juicier. This is juicier than everything I went through in high school. Like I'm back in high school, but this is way juicier than anything I went through in high school. All of the high school fights, everything I've ever seen, this is way juicier than that. I want to talk about it. Go ahead, May TCP. Go ahead.
Okay. If he is saying he was going to take that away anyway, why did he get out and try to promote it at the White House? And I'm talking about the electric cars.
Gotcha. So if he was going to take it out anyway, why did Trump promote it so much? Absolutely. I agree.
We always knew that they were going to go against each other because that's how it happens. You can't have two fools trying to be head of house. Someone's going to get upset and someone's going to have to leave. The more powerful one has left.
Is that right?
Money.
Is that right? The more powerful one has left. Interesting.
That's more money. He could just take $1 trillion and ruin everything for this man.
Yes, he could.
And it wouldn't even hurt him.
And I'm almost positive he's probably going to, because another piece of what he's been talking about is backing every Democrat and every opponent to every Republican that he can find. And he's going to put full support behind them.
I am so proud of Musk finally coming out and telling the truth, because he is going to spill every red bean in the pot.
Sure is.
It's going to all go on the floor. It's so wonderful to see.
I know. I love it. Best hissy fit ever. CP, you were saying?
Oh, I think that I agree. Like May T, the time was coming. The handwriting was on the wall. You can't have two heads, and one of them's going to have to go. And we knew at some point that one of them was going to have to go. Now, do you think that it's going to be Elon Musk? No, it is not. Because Elon Musk is going to tell it all. The thing about Elon Musk is Trump gave him so much authority to get whatever information he wanted. So now he has it. Now he has leverage, and now he's going to use it. And trust me, things are going to come out. Epstein, we're going to be seeing probably, I would imagine, Trump, with a little dress on or a skirt or something, I mean, it's probably going to be some. I'm just guessing. That's just my guess, But he's going to expose so much. And yes, we already knew that what they did to the election. We already knew that Elon Musk was the one in charge, you know,
Is she
of, huh?
Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say, Métis?
is she cutting out?
Nope. She's not cutting out.
Okay.
Yeah, we already knew that Elon Musk was the one that was in charge of Trump winning the election. We knew that he had finagled and did something, to the machines. We had already felt that. So that's nothing new with him saying it, but he's letting Trump know that that I did this for you and you're going to turn your back on me after everything I've done. Okay, well, let's have it. Here we go. So we're getting ready to find out some juicy stuff that we already knew, some stuff we didn't know that we're getting ready to find out. Just get your popcorn and your Diet Coke and hold on, folks.
Ooh, it's getting juicy. I got Fern here. Fern, welcome to the show.
What's going on? Hello, everyone.
What?
Hey,
Yes, welcome, Fernice. Welcome. Fernice is one of my co-hosts for the Kia D Unplugged show and the After the Lights Go Out radio show on We Talk Radio Network. So I am super excited because I got the panel here with me tonight. Métis is here, CP is here, Fern is here. It's going down.
yep.
Right now, we're talking about Trump. Thank you for joining in, no matter where you're tuned in from around the globe. This is We Talk Radio Network, and you can find us every single day at www.wetalkradio.com. If you want to listen to our shows, you can go to our shows tab. We've got brand new things that are coming, merchandise, all kind of great things that are coming to the network. So be ready. Also follow us on all of our social media platforms. If you're listening to us from Facebook, thank you so much. Definitely make a comment if you're here. Let us know that you're here. Let's show that support. Like, love, share, subscribe, click, all that. Go to our YouTube page, all that good stuff. We love it. We love it. We love it. Métis, do me a favor. I want you to try one more time, if you can. Click that link to see if I can bring you in. I'm going to see if I can bring you in real quick. If I can, it's cool. We'll keep you here. But I'm going to try and see if I can bring you in. Right now, Fern, we are talking about Trump. I know you've heard recently there's some things that are going on with Trump and some, the Epstein files, and Elon Musk and him are arguing. It's like a whole breakup at the White House.
Can we just break up with the presidents, period?
Can we break up with the president? That would be ideal. We would absolutely love to.
Can we
I
just
think
be
that's the
single
goal.
for a little while?
I think the goal is to break up with the president. But I think we've got to have a plan of action to do that. And then once we do that, the alternative is JD Vance. Is that what we want?
No.
No, not really.
Neither.
No.
Well, but neither is better than the other, but it would show the country that, hey, the people made a decision and we got the trash out. Now, we may have left some dust behind, but we at least got something done.
Absolutely. And right now, the world is literally laughing at us. We are a laughing stock.
Oh,
We are an embarrassment. The least we could do is do our jobs, because at the end of the day, we the people are the ones who are supposed to be making the decisions by putting the right people in place to make those decisions when they get into office.
Right.
And so
But we did our part. But, Elon told us, hey, it was him who made the difference.
You know what? Métis, you are certainly right. Let's go back to that. Put a pin right there. Métis just made a great point. Métis said it was him that made the difference. Trump would not have gotten elected if it would not have been for Elon messing with the algorithms. Specifically, I want to talk about that piece because that's major. Can we file criminal charges? And does Elon realize he's telling on himself?
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter to me that he is, because he knows he's protected. If they do charges on him, they'll have to do it on Dummy too.
Show you
which
right.
is orange.
Show you right. Show you're right. Charges need to be filed somewhere.
Right.
He just needs to go to bed.
100% agree.
How you
100%.
gonna file charges against Elon when you dismiss all 32, 36 charges against Trump?
Ooh, ooh. You show right.
And if you do try to file it on him, he's going to say he told me to do it, so they're going to go back to the source.
Show you right. And
on top
then
of that, he still has voters, and they're still going to believe whatever he says and think Elon was the worst thing ever. But they left him while he was there because he was helping clean house.
well, he was helping clean house, but they also saw dollar bill signs. They saw people got extremely greedy when they voted for this specific president. They voted for their own interests and not the interests of the people.
Do you think that he will try to deport him? Because Africa said he couldn't come back, they would arrest him.
You know, as Trump said, he's got lots of great offices around the world. You can go to his offices. It's not as nice as the White House. Everybody wants to be here because this is where World War I and World War II, this is where we did this at, so this is where he want to be. Everybody want, this is Trump's words. Everybody want to be here. And like when he's asked a question, he does not know how to answer a direct question. He goes all around. It's insane. Does anybody else feel like they're going crazy?
No.
I do.
I think if he tries to deport him, he won't ever do it because you're sending him off somewhere else. This man knows everything about all of our systems.
All right. And so when you, you really got to keep your enemies closer. Like, I don't know what Trump is doing here, right? The golden rule, keep your enemies close. Right. And so that you can keep your eye on him, especially since you giving up these quote allegedly, giving up some secrets with sweet nothings in the ears in the bedroom or whatever y'all are doing in the Oval Office, wherever y'all are whispering these things in each other's ears. It is literally ridiculous because we really don't know what Elon knows. We don't know what information he has. We don't know.
Well, I can almost assure you that he has enough. He has enough information to probably open up so many doors. And
on everyone.
Really, and so, I mean, he had privy to everything. Trump gave him, he gave him an open door to every avenue, every federal office that he could just walk right in, get what he want, do what he want, get the information. He had people who could obviously get the information for him. I mean, he didn't really have to go and get it himself because he had his own people in there.
And he has everything he needs. That's why some of the Republicans are now saying, who signed that big deal, they didn't know some of the information they signed on was in there. They didn't read it. So good. What? So when it's time for you to be that's what they're saying now. So when it's time for you to be elected or reelected, hey, Elon knows what to do.
Right.
So let me ask, did you all know, Fern, Sin, CP, did y'all know that some of the representatives, before they actually signed that bill and approved it, before they put their stamp of approval on the bill, they didn't read all of it?
Of course they don't.
Well, no, I don't think they're telling the truth. I think they're lying. Oh. Because now they don't want to be accountable. I don't believe anything they're saying.
So you think they read all 1,000 pages in less than 24 hours?
I think they knew exactly what was in there because all you got to do is read the subject. They've been going over it for months. Mm-hmm. So there is, you knew.
Good job,
so
Métis.
Go down with Daddy.
Métis said they knew.
But guess what? If they didn't know, it's only because the dollar signs was big enough.
Yep, dollar signs is big enough,
Right.
which
And
is
I think
even
that they're
worse.
now coming out and saying they didn't know because they know that Elon can do something to them, tell something on them, do something to them.
And,
So they're
and,
all
and
just trying to cover themselves.
absolutely. And the best bet for them is to keep saying, oh my goodness, I didn't know that EV had been pulled out. I had no clue it was ripped out of the bill. Musk, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. They never told me that piece was gone when I approved it. Like you're absolutely right.
Right.
They can really play the card that they didn't know. But at the end of the day, I'm really praying, as we keep getting geared up for this new election season that'll be coming up next year, when we begin to start electing, and next year, actually this year, or is it this year or next year?
Next year. It's in
Next year, yeah.
26.
Yep.
26.
26. When we start appointing senators and governors and so on and so forth, we have got to get out and vote. On top of that, these town hall meetings have been extremely interesting lately. There's been a lot going on at these town hall meetings, specifically with people standing up to their representatives saying, listen, we don't know what you just did, but what you just did not support the people in your community. You literally threw all of us under the bus by signing and approving that bill. And they are literally being held accountable at the highest level, which is the highest level right now, is their people in their communities. That's the highest level. I don't care nothing about the government over there. Those are your peers out there. No, this is the highest level in those town hall meetings facing your people.
Well, the Republicans are going to suffer on this next election.
Yes, they are.
They're going to suffer on this next election. So they might as well get ready, because they will not be in office. And then when Musk comes and brings all the information out that he's found on everybody, then they might as well get ready to get him a lawyer wherever they can find one. But be for sure that you don't want to get any of Trump's lawyers.
But you gotta hope. You gotta hope that's what would happen, because you gotta remember, Republicans, even if their rear comes out of the ear, they believe it.
Yeah.
And so, but the good thing is that Musk has separated and he can make a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A lot of people are saying Musk is not like a really bad guy. He's just, he's not a bad guy at all. He's just an idiot. But a lot of people are saying he's not, the people in office right now saying he's a bad guy. But people who actually know, some of the people who actually know him are saying he's not horrible. He gets caught up in this nonsense in a whirlwind of money. And then, it just takes off from there. We really don't know who Elon Musk is. We don't know if he's a good guy or if he's not a good guy. What I do know, what I've seen so far, it's not good. The programs and the things that he's tried to do, it's not good. It was all greed. And it just wasn't good to me. But I do want to make mention to the House of Representatives' wife is now working right alongside Elon.
Right, which is where he got his black eye from, supposedly, allegedly.
The husband, the House of Representatives. Yes, so they're saying that he is the one who gave him Musk that black eye. Now, how he got that black eye, I don't know. Like if he got it because they were in a fight over the wife, or if he got it because they were in a fight over something that Musk said, that had nothing to do with the wife. I don't know, but you know how things go. If you really, really want to think about this black eye, it usually doesn't get that intense in those meetings where you have to punch somebody. Exactly. Emotions get that high when women are involved. And so I believe
some of the fights in other countries where the men are fist fighting.
Well, no, but I'm talking about here in the United States. I'm just specifically, now I get that, but I mean specifically in the United States, if you want, I get it. There probably have been some fist fights in the White House that we know nothing about. Oh, I'm sure. But this one specifically seems like it may have a lot to do with the wife.
Whoa.
Well, the wife and him say he's going to tell everything.
That part.
I love it. I think it is the most entertaining popcorn series we've gone through.
I'm telling you, I freaking love it. Let's talk about this piece right here, because right now they are playing games and we are paying the price.
Yep.
Right, they've got Nebraska farmers right now who are pretty ticked off because their workers are being deported, and they're like, what? They can't till the land themselves. They need help.
Oh well.
They got all this free land, but they ain't got no hands to work their free land, because they got, even though they might have paid for their land, they ain't, it was ripped away from somebody else to give to them at the end of the day, so they got it for free.
Right.
But they don't have the hands. And so what one of the things that was mentioned a while ago was the fact that, and this is something that Trump mentioned during his campaign, is that they were going to bring back these black jobs.
Oh,
correct. And so let's be perfectly clear. What I believe the black jobs is an example of what we have in Nebraska. These farms that don't have any hands to till the farm. So, do y'all think those are black jobs? Because if you ask me, we've done enough in the field. Farm. We've
What
done
you say
enough
now?
in the
Look,
field.
I'm
No.
not going back unless I have my own little patch
Come on now.
in my yard. I'm not going back to the field.
We're not going
They
back to
might
the
as
field.
well treat me like they treated Kuta. Cut off my feet and my hands. Just go ahead and cut me up because I'm a fight. So
Yeah, times are not like they used to be. They could forget that.
yeah.
They can forget that. 100%. They can forget it.
Period.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Listen.
They want to bring back. Oh, why is it that they want to bring back black jobs?
Yep. That's what they called it. Black jobs.
Well, I believe that the ones that own the fields need to get on out there and work their own fields.
That's what I'm saying. Call your family members. Reach out to the community. Put a community resource thing together and tell people to come out there and help you save your farm. But don't call it black jobs.
Black jobs.
But
That's an insult to me.
Now, hold
It
on.
is.
How much are they paying? Like 30 and 40 an hour?
$11 an hour, Métis. So you take your cell phone out there. How about that? Since you want to take up for them.
I can't even wake up for $11.
Wake up, matey. Baby, I won't even act like I'm gonna stretch.
Exactly.
Terrible.
I mean, whatever.
$11 an hour.
Look, you can live down the
$11 an
street.
hour.
You can live down the street and want to go down the highway 15 minutes. If you're not talking about $30, I'm not moving.
Exactly.
Minimum. Period.
Minimum. Don't make me wait more than 10 minutes. It's gonna go up. Baby, boo. Don't get me started, Métis.
But these are the black jobs. $11 an hour.
But they need to understand, we are not living back in the 40s, the 30s, and the 20s. We, as Black Americans, are educated now, and we have enough sense to know that we are not going back to the slave days. So they can forget it. Tell your mama and your
daddy
and your daddy and your kids to get out and work the fields if you want it work. If you want to eat, then they need to get out there and work those fields.
If grandma want to step in, I don't discriminate.
Nope.
He got rid of all the black people, so how can the black people have a job?
Shoot.
Oh man.
$11 an hour.
Oh.
And then they'll get them out there, work them half to death, and they won't pay them like Trump does.
Yep.
That's like slap a whole language for real.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, it is.
I don't think they want me to work out there because I will light my cigar.
I'll bring the wine.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
And I need a lawn chair.
Oh my
Look, I got one that you can recline in.
Yeah, we'll give them their
I need my
$11 an
cell
hour.
phone because I need to be on TikTok looking at stuff. I need to
Look, they gonna mess around. They'll mess around, and I have my crock pot out there too, cooking some of them old good turnips, baby. Don't play with me.
That is hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh
Listen.
yeah.
We will cook what we pick. We'll cook what we pick.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed.
Seriously. But see, they don't realize how resilient Black people are. I really think that they thought in their minds that we were going to crumble and fail and be worried. And the only thing I've seen my culture do is sit back and chill. And now we are a part of the fight, just in a different way. We're not on the front lines because it's not safe on the front lines. The moment we go on the front lines, it turns into World War III, period.
Yeah.
See, Kia, I think differently. I know they know who we are. That's why they're taking these drastic measures to try to keep us down so that we don't recognize who we are. If we, indigenous people of the land, Black people, whatever you want to call us, if we wake up and stand up, they have no power. They know who we are.
100%.
They know. They're not dumb.
No, not at all. I think that's how we've been able to make it, because we have been so resilient. But I think they just didn't prepare. They didn't think we could. I don't think they thought we were going to stand up and rise up for our own selves. I don't know what they
see. Well, see, every time they cut down a tree in front of us, they think we're going to stumble. It may be a couple that stumble.
Absolutely.
But we adapt so quickly.
Absolutely.
To the point to where what they put out to hurt us, it end up hurting them more.
Agreed. Agreed. It happens every time.
And so due to the fact, that's why they ate Nate Turner, but we ain't gonna get into that part tonight. But they don't understand how we keep bouncing back.
Right.
And that's why they're scared. That's why they keep throwing things out there to knock us down. But we're different. We learn from our ancestors.
Right.
We did.
Exactly.
We did.
We learn what to do and what not to do from our ancestors. And see, we're much wiser now.
Yep.
So they are very, very afraid at this moment.
Very.
And they should be.
And they should be. Yep. And they should be.
Yeah. And why do you want to go after people who don't bother you? Why?
That part.
Someone is not bothering you. Why do you want to destroy them?
Because we ain't bothering nobody.
Because we are the ones.
Mm-hmm.
We are the true children. Think about this. I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me. Other than our nationality, people of color, out of all the nationalities in the world, who's hated the most? It doesn't matter if you go to Japan, Russia, Asia, you can go to Australia. It doesn't matter where you go on this planet. We, indigenous people of the land, people of color, are the most hated. It's a reason, baby.
Yeah. Yep.
We are the true children of God. That's why. That's why they can't figure out why they can't beat us down. I mean, we're gonna talk about it and tell the truth. Shit, let's put it out there. That's the truth.
Yep.
So when we all wake up, they're not gonna be able to do anything to us.
Right.
It doesn't matter. They can't do anything to us now but change our rules and regulations of this of this corporation that we live in, because the United States is not even a country, it's a corporation. Check it out. It's on there. Go look at the documents. It does not say country. It's a corporation. So this corporation been trying to kill us for years, and we still standing.
That part. Standing strong. Yep.
They paying more out in insurance policies, and understand paying out insurance policies to our elderly people who are living past 99. They got to pay them back all that money, all those years that they have lived. They paying out a whole lot of policies right now, and they can't figure it out. And I'm talking about to indigenous people of the land, Black people. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
And you sure right. They ain't happy about that. They got to try and figure out a way to make sure that don't happen. Continue to happen. Yeah.
They about to bring out some other stuff.
Yeah.
That's why Trump shut the CDC down the way he did.
Yeah. Measles is back. What the heck? What, really? Measles? Yep, it's crazy. Yeah. There's a lot of departments that were shut down that specifically that CDC and those people getting fired and people that run the what do you call that airport transmission, the flight transmission stuff?
Yes.
Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I have a friend girl that works at the health department, and she was telling me, she was like, you know, your kids still live here in Texas in this area. And I was like, you know, yeah, I got a couple of them here. And she was like, look, you tell them to be safe, because ever since Trump did that crap, the AIDS count has been on the rise.
The what?
AIDS.
Wow.
Has been on the rise. They say the numbers in Atlanta,
AIDS is on the rise.
Georgia, it's off the chain. It's back on the rise, along with the measles. She said, I know they're talking about the measles all the time on news. She said, but I need for you and your family to be aware that AIDS is also on the rise, but they're not talking about that.
Wow. Wow.
So y'all tell y'all children, y'all strap up.
Ooh-wee.
You got to get them to listen, because in order for them to understand it, they have to be celibate. And how hard is that to get kids? I mean, it's all. We just need a whole new reset, because people aren't going to listen.
Yeah, you know what? And you, the only thing you can do is do your part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, we cannot tell them how to live their lives. But if I get the information, I'm gonna pass it along.
Yeah.
What you do with it from that point, you your own person, and you have your own life to live. That's you.
Right.
And that's how I look at it.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all know what I want Elon to do? I want him to talk about why the planes have been falling. I want him to tell everything.
I think it's all going to come out in due time. But if I can get you to do me a favor, Métis, let's Google Musk's phone number and see if we can reach out to him and ask him that question. I guarantee you it'll come out tomorrow in the first tweet.
All you have to do is tweet him.
I'm telling you. Ask the question. I guarantee. And the crazy piece about it is,
what you want me to do is have to go in hiding.
Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't do it.
I want We Talk Radio to tweet it to him.
We can do that. I ain't doing no tripping. But that is a great question. What in the world is going on with these airplanes? But will he tell the truth if it throws him under the bus? It sounds like he might.
I think he will, yes.
I think he would. To spite Trump, he would shame himself.
You think?
I do think he's already done it. He already told us that he won. He told us on Twitter that he won the election for Trump. He said, if it wasn't for me, Trump would not be president. I won him that election, and it was all about those algorithms. We knew it. We just couldn't prove it. He went on Twitter and said it.
Well, you know, they have a video of Trump admitting that.
Uh,
Yep.
Go ahead.
The vengeance that he feels knowing he won something so big for this man, and now this is happening to him. This is pure, strong, big time vengeance.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's going down. You just gave him a key to the city and then put him out.
Yeah.
Like on live TV in front of everybody.
Treated him like he was a hoe in the street.
Did. Let me ask you this though. How do y'all feel about Elon's son coming into the White House and talking crazy to Trump?
I think it's beautiful. I thought it was perfect.
I think you get what you pay for.
Yeah. You get what you pay for.
Yeah, and then Trump sitting up there looking like an idiot. Duh.
Yeah, he was looking.
Because he knew he couldn't do anything.
Yep. Couldn't do a thing.
Duh. I don't know what to say. Duh.
And
I
that's
really do think the real point is that once the president is done by all the Republicans, nothing else that they really need to do. Because all Trump needs to do is approve it now. So there's nothing else that needed. All the rich people are going to get their tax breaks. Everything they ever wanted, they now have.
Right.
That they were really fighting for.
Right.
Yep, they do, don't they? Wow.
So they didn't need much anymore. So it was time for him to go.
He was used and thrown away like a rag doll.
And he said, vengeance will be mine.
And he knows he was used and thrown away like a rag doll. He knows it. That's why he's so mad at the Republicans. He's not mad at
now he see how we feel when we get wrong.
Right.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Right.
Period.
Tell him he's really bad.
He's not mad at the Democrats. Oh, wait, let's talk about this piece right here. Drug use, ketamine. They are saying that Elon has been coming to the White House with drugs in his system, allegedly.
But why does that surprise you, though?
That is everyone in there. You think he's the only one? They had already said way before the
Look.
was starting, Adderall, alleged.
But do you not look at
why
him?
did they let him do it? Why did they let him do it for so long?
Yeah.
If it was a problem.
If it was a problem, if y'all knew he was doing it, why didn't you stop him?
He was high the day Trump was put in the office. He was high then.
He's
always high. Look at his videos. He be looking off to the side, looking up at space, looking all around.
Yes. And that is a side effect. That looking up into space is a side effect of one of those medicines. I think it's ketamine. It's a side effect.
Look, he get to looking to the side.
Yep.
I was looking at one of them videos he was on, and he looked off to the side. It made me look off. The dude, he's stoned.
I want him to tell off on everyone else doing it too.
Ooh. My. Yeah, it's whistleblower time. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
So I also want to talk about Biden's cancer. So he actually, one of the things that that Trump said is that Biden has stage 9 cancer. Biden does not have stage 9 cancer. Okay.
Well, he's an idiot anyway.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
He said that
that's a good one.
He said that Biden was killed and cloned.
What?
And the remnants. and what we got was a clone president. He ain't said what he is. But
he's a damn reptile. He looks like a doggone lizard in the face.
Can you define stage 9, which is not a cancer stage?
Absolutely.
No, it's not.
It's not. So what it is what he was referring to is the level of aggressiveness. What Trump was referring to when he said stage 9, there's a level of aggressiveness.
what he meant to refer to.
What he was trying to say, what he meant to say is that the level of aggressiveness is at a stage 9, a level 9, but Biden does not have stage 9 cancer.
That would mean he has stage 4 terminal.
Correct. But the
and
level
that is not what they said.
Yeah, the level of aggressiveness is a 9, and so they measure that with something called the Gleason measure.
Mm-hmm.
And so that Gleason test measures the aggressiveness. And so that is what he was referring to. He never has all of his information or all of his ducks in a row when he gives information. So it's like, it's just craziness.
Can you go on Truth Social and define that for him?
If he don't have somebody to read it to him and explain word to word, he's still not going to understand, and he's not going to understand after that.
And when they give you an invitation to the White House, we'll make sure you get there safely.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Wow.
Too funny.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, we got about 8 more minutes left, 4 more minutes left, whatever. 5 minutes left. I want to talk Diddy real quick, right? So Diddy is in the middle of his trial, not the middle, the beginning of the trial. I think this is day 15 or 16. We've heard testimony from Cassie. We've heard testimony from other people, including his ex-assistant that used to work for him. We heard from another young lady who said, and she's been testifying recently, and she said that Diddy dangled her over a 17th-story balcony.
Dangled who?
Dangled a young lady that was in Diddy's presence.
Okay. A
lot of these women are using aliases. I don't think this young lady did, but I can't think of her name off the top of my head. But she did say that she was dangled off of a 17 floors. 17. She was dangled off of this building and feared for her life, dealing with Diddy that day. He is literally going down. They've got him on bribery charges for bribing the hotel. That video where he was beating up on Cassie, he reached out to that hotel and paid the security guards $100,000 or $50,000 in order to procure this video. That's bribery.
Yeah.
He's definitely going down.
Did they arrest the security guard?
They did not. And this security guard, I think, they will face no charges because right now they're wanting to get to Diddy. And so
then they'll go get him.
They probably won't. No, they probably signed a deal. If he was smart, he signed a deal saying, I'll give you this information, but you're not going to come back around and charge me.
That would be smart.
Very. And if he was smart, his attorney worked that out for him.
Right.
And I think there were several security guards that took that money. That were a part of this, because several of them knew about it. So he had to split the money among several of them. So several of them got it.
Sad. That is so sad because if it was their mother, their sister, they would not feel good about that.
No.
That is just so sad.
Yeah,
it is. It is. There's so much going on with this Diddy trial. I'm trying to stay in the know with it. They are going to be listing co-conspirators soon. I definitely want to hear who some of the, maybe Trump, maybe allegedly, I don't know. Good question. But it's definitely interesting to see exactly, this whole trial, how everyone, one of the things that a lot of the journalists that are on the outside of the court grounds are saying there's so much turmoil happening on the outside of this courtroom, with all of the people wearing free Diddy shirts. Now, it's not necessarily, this free Diddy is like a Bitcoin or something. It's a stock or something like that. It's not actually, it's saying free Diddy, but it's a meaning for something, like it's a Bitcoin or something that Diddy has, and he's trying to get, he's advertising, and they've got people out there, they're paying him $20 an hour allegedly to stand there and wear these free Diddy t-shirts outside of the court?
Well, that's easier work than working in the pick and field.
And it's more. You get paid $20 an hour versus $11 an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
And you get to see celebrities all day.
Exactly. You get pictures taken. That's great.
Yep. Another thing that some of the journalists are saying is that people are coming up to them. And you all being in the journalistic world would know what I mean when I say how scary this could be. Say you're outside the court doing the Diddy trial and someone walks up to you that you don't know, a random stranger, and they say, "Oh my gosh, I love your show." Maybe they've heard about your show, maybe they haven't, but they say, "Oh my gosh, I love your show." What hotel are you staying at?
Oh no, you're a creep.
Right. And that's how it's been going. What hotel are you staying at? Well, I mean, I'm on the south side. Ooh, where at on the south side? Off 18th Street. Ooh, 18th Street. Okay, so you're talking about Holiday Inn or Marriott. It's like they're trying to figure out what room number are you in? And if you're not giving them enough information, they'll say, "So how long does it take you to get from your hotel to the court?" Like trying to map out where you could be. Like if you're not giving them it's crazy. One journalist said,
wow.
Yep. Shout out to Rotten Mango podcast on YouTube. Absolutely love them. But one of the things that she said is that that's been happening to her, as well as one of the strangers came up to her on the street and was speaking to her and then tried to give her a hug. And literally her assistant was yelling at her, hey, come here, hurry. And when the lady from Rotten Mango that does the radio show Rotten Mango, when she pulled away, she realized that this person had their whole hand in her bag.
Oh,
Wow.
Right. So mind you, they're in New York. You got to be careful in New York. And if you got somebody that's from Oklahoma or just don't know no better, not even from Oklahoma or from somewhere not in New York. If you don't know the culture, if you're from Texas and you've never been to New York, never heard about it. If you're from Wisconsin and then you've never been to New York and never heard about it, you may not know that they're out there robbing folks on the street, and you got to be careful. So wow. It's definitely scary. Yeah. So what's happening though, when those people are being escorted away, they're being escorted away just across the street. So it's not like they're being escorted away far away. The police are just shooing them off across the street. Like, get out of here, across the street. But they're still in eyesight to where, all these journalists are. And so a lot of the journalists are, I wouldn't say scared, but they're on high alert so they can make sure they protect themselves.
Wow.
Yeah. Would y'all have covered the Diddy case? If y'all could, would you cover the Diddy case?
Yeah.
Nice. I want to cover the Elon Musk and Trump case. That's what I'm waiting on.
Oh, I want to be Elon's assistant right now.
You want to be Elon's assistant?
Yeah. I want to be right in the middle of all that.
You know what? I bet
Elon, say this.
Let me tell you something. If you were Elon's assistant, let me just say, you getting everything out, because you know how to talk to people you getting everything out of this man. You getting all the details out of him, period, point blank. I love it. All the deets. Oh my goodness. This is going to be interesting.
And I would turn it into a movie.
Oh my goodness. Somebody is going to create, they already have Diddy documentaries. The trial isn't even over yet, and they already have documentaries on Diddy. Definitely this whole thing on Elon and Trump are definitely going to turn into some kind of movie or documentary. The other thing I want to mention before we go is Taco. Trump always chickens out.
Do you know the definition of taco?
Yes, Trump always chickens out. Taco.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And there's this new thing that people have come up with. It's called Taco. Trump always chickens out. And they've got this song that has been created. They've got several songs, Métis. Several songs that have been created. But I want you guys. There's a podcast. Excuse me. There is a YouTuber that literally has created several songs, and I'm gonna figure it out right now. It's not pulling up for me right now. But I'm gonna figure out what this guy's name is, and next week when we're on, I'm gonna make sure I play the song Taco for you guys. But there's a young man on YouTube. Shout out to the internet. The internet keeps me entertained every day. They literally have several. He has a plethora. It's almost like an album of songs that he has. And his name is Mr. Newberger. Mr. Newberger. Look him up online. Mr. Newberger. 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 He has so many songs that he has dedicated to Taco Trump. And it's absolutely hilarious. I absolutely love him. Y'all go check him out. Also, shout out to Tissa Tells. She's also a YouTuber that is actually on set in New York. And I'm following her as well, getting all the updates on the Diddy trial. So I will make sure, as well as the Rotten Mango podcast, I'm following that one as well. They give amazing updates on exactly what's happening real time at the courthouse. Also, someone else that you might want to follow, Roland Martin on YouTube. He is brilliant. Roland Martin is absolutely incredible as it pertains to making sure that, I got, let me see here. Hold on one quick second. As it pertains to making sure that we are in the know with anything that has to do with anything Black history, Black news, things we need to know, the stuff that's going down. Roland Martin, shout out to him, is absolutely incredible. I had the opportunity to meet Roland Martin in Austin at an event back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken, 2010, 2011, 2012, something like that. Loved him then. I got a picture with him then, and I love him now. Big shout out to Roland Martin. Thank you all. Got to thank you, Métis, CP, Fern, for being here today, holding it down with us. This is Late Night Coffee and Conversations with Kia and the crew right here on We Talk Radio Network. We will be live on Wednesday for the After the Lights Go Out radio show. On Wednesday, After the Lights Go Out radio show. It's coming back. We've been waiting on After the Lights Go Out to come back. It is here. We are really excited about it. Next Wednesday night at 8 p.m., we will be live. We have so many extraordinary shows, including Friday Night Hype with DB. That show will be back here in the next few weeks. Shout out to Big Joe. Big Joe will be back with his extraordinary show, Mind, Body, and Soul, next week. Of course, Brand New Day with Emily Blue is already in production. You can check her out every single Sunday at 7 p.m. And then, of course, After the Lights Go Out with Kia D and the crew, and Late Night Conversations with Kia and Late Night Coffee and Conversations. And then sometimes we have afternoon coffee and conversations. It just goes down. We do what we do here. But I got to thank you so much for tuning in. Fern, Métis, CP, I'm going to give you the opportunity to say your last words. Fern, I'll let you go first.
Hey, I just be happy to be on the show, support, love talking with the crew. We have such a great crew on this show,
We do.
on this at this network. I haven't met or been around not one person and they ever had an attitude. Everyone always have a smile, in good spirits, and I just love that. And hey, I am ready for Wednesday night, baby.
Boom, boom, boom. It's going down.
Boom, bam,
Boom, boom.
baby.
CP.
Hey. Well, the show was great tonight. We had a great time. Always good to get with our group, with our crew here. We all know each other. We all love each other. And we can't wait until the next episode.
It's going down.
We can't wait to see that no good so-and-so calm down. We waiting on Musk to just bring him on down.
Yep. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett.
Oh my gosh, she is awesome.
Yeah.
I really admire her.
Oh yeah.
I really admire her. She's a fighter, and she fights for the people.
Yes, she does.
And she fights for the truth.
Yes, she
So,
does. Gotta love it.
So we're looking forward to our next episode here.
Boom, boom. Métis. I think Métis may have gotten disconnected. No worries, no frets. I know what Métis would say. Métis would say good night. That's what Métis would say. Thank y'all and good night.
Good night, and I'm puffing away.
That part.
Yeah.
She's always got a nice cigar in her hands. She loves her cigars. Truly does. Big shout out to Métis. Again, we gotta just thank you for tuning in to We Talk Radio Network, and you can check us out on all of our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twatter, all of that. BlueScope. I'm not on BlueScope, Bluestream, or whatever. It's a whole bunch of extra stuff. I'm not on that yet. We're not there, but we're getting there. We'll get there. But shout out to the entire crew, Marlena, Peyton, Ashlyn. Thank y'all we got 3 new team members that are a part of the crew. Thank y'all, Emily Blue, Brooke, Deanne, all of you guys. Just thank everybody for just being a part of this incredible network and making it roll. As we keep going, want to say a quick prayer. I want to thank you around the globe for tuning in. And I want to just say a quick prayer for you. Father, we just thank you. We pray for the ears and the hearts that received today. And we pray that for longevity to continue to come back and listen each week. And we pray for financial blessings and increases for all of those who are tuning in, and those who didn't get to make it but had the heart to want to be here. We're praying the same blessings. In Jesus' name we pray. Safety and protection until we meet again. Amen.
Yes, it is.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the #1 listening station, We Talk Radio Network, where we talk, we listen, and we take
action.
That's right. I'm your girl, Kia D, holding it down for We Talk Radio. Good night. Yeah.